Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to recap and explain episode 7 from the Wheel of Time series. Episode 7 starts with a flashback. We see a pregnant warrior lady running from male soldiers. She was near the Dragon Mount and there was snow everywhere. She killed a few of them very ferociously and tried escaping from there. She was in acute labor pain, yet she was fighting for her child. The men kept getting at her. Finally she collapsed. One army soldier placed his sword on her. Moiraine and the rest were traveling through the way. Mat chose not to go ahead, hence he was left behind. Everyone was worried about him, but Moiraine insisted that they should move ahead. Rand protested this, asked Moiraine to open the entrance of the way for Mat. Moiraine said he made his decision. The way is a dangerous place, they should get out of it as quickly as possible. Egwene and Perrin agreed with her as they had no choice. Nynaeve promises Rand that they will take care of Mat when they reach the other end. Hence everybody started moving and with their flames. Lan was also not sure. He asked Moiraine what if Mat was the dragon. For some reason, Moiraine was quite certain that he is not the dragon reborn. Even if he was the dragon reborn, she didn't want him to be in this dark place where he could easily be persuaded by the dark forces to be on his side. The last thing she wanted was the dragon reborn to be on the dark one side. After moving for hours, Perrin saw something in the darkness. He informed everyone about it. It turns out to be a guiding stone that was desiccated by someone. It was like a map. Loial was here to decipher it. Loial said it will take some time as it was messed up. Moiraine agreed. Everybody stopped for rest. Rand wondered how Perrin could see that in this darkness. One of the powers of Wolf Brother is they have great eyesight. They can see miles ahead. Moiraine thought someone was following them. She asked everyone to be vigilant. Everyone rested here. Egwene slept beside Rand. After some time, Egwene heard some whistling sound. She woke up. Rand also woke up. The sound was getting louder. Suddenly from darkness, a Trolloc attacked them. In panic it seemed Egwene channeled the one power and threw that Trolloc away. There were many of them. Moiraine and the rest also woke up. They wondered how they got here. Loial said Machin Shin is getting closer. Nynaeve asked what the hell was that. Loial replied it's the black wind. It possesses the travelers, feeds them with their deep darkness, and kills them. Lan thought it's impossible for them to make their way to the eye of the world. He suggested opening the nearest gate. The gate of Fal Dara. Everyone started running towards that door. This dark way place was an interconnected mess of different shortcut ways which used to connect different places. Many kingdoms had such doors. When all of them reached the door, the black wind consumed them. It started speaking to them. It spoke different things to different people. For Moiraine it said, "You are nothing but an imposter, you will murder all these children." For Rand it said, "Egwene will never love you, she left you, and she will leave you again." For Perrin, it said, "You never really loved Layla, now she is out of your life, you can truly get your true love." For Lan, it said, "You can't protect her, you will watch her die." For Nynaeve it said, "You will hear their screams like you heard your parents, and you will not do anything about it." Nynaeve couldn't take it anymore, and she cast one gigantic one power. She tried to contain that black wind. Moiraine subsequently opened the door, and everyone got out of the way. They were at the kingdom of Fal Dara. It was the last bastion city against the Blight. Eye of the World was at one day walk from here. The city and their king Lord Agelmar were friends with Aes Sedai. This city was the home of Lan. He was brought up here. Moiraine told everyone to ignore whatever they heard back in the way. But she never said whether it was true or not. Smart, I guess. Another half-lie. Lan's friends welcomed him. They called him Daishan. King Agelmar welcomed Moiraine and his team. He sounded a bit overconfident and tried to ignore whatever that Moiraine wanted to say. His kingdom was at the border, and he was protecting the world from blight. The Great Blight is rotten and bare land, created by the influence of the Dark One over the world. All the earth has turned to dust and very few flori live here. It's dry land. Despite the existence of the 1,000 lakes of Malkier, their waters are poisonous. Monsters live within them. Moiraine told him to protect the entrance of the way as the Trollocs has started using it. The king obliged. Later we see the merchant from episode 1, Pedant Fane, coming out of the entranceway. It seems to me that he is on the Dark One side. Trollocs attacked 2 rivers when he arrived. Here King's sister was once trained in the White Tower, but her power was not enough to become an Aes Sedai. She was now an advisor come communicator between the White Tower and the king. Moiraine asked her to find Min, a seer with whom she wanted to discuss something. She also asked her to send a message to Red Aja that they must find a boy called Mat. Moiraine was not sure whether Mat can channel or not. If he could channel, then the Red will take care of him. Later all the four guys went for a drink in the local bar. While going there, pedant Fane just passed by Perrin. He sensed him and started wondering how it could be true. Nynaeve cleared his doubt by saying Fane died on the night of the Trolloc attacks. He must have confused him with someone else. Later these guys settled in the bar for a drink. Moiraine met Min, a seer who could glimpse the possibility of the future. She was on the network of intelligence. Moiraine hid her here so that she could get information about this kingdom whenever she needed it. Min took a great look at four of them. She saw Perrin with yellow eyes, Rand with the baby. White and yellow lights were on Egwene and Nynaeve. Finally, for Moiraine, she saw her downfall. It will be due to the Merlin seat. Moiraine was hoping that Min could tell who the Dragon Reborn is among them. But Min was no help. Now, these guys were back at the castle. Moiraine told everyone that tomorrow morning they will leave for the Eye of the World. Only one among you is the Dragon Reborn. Anyone who is not the dragon will surely get killed when they enter the Eye of the World. It is your destiny to face the consequence. Nynaeve and Rand were hesitant. For them it seemed a stupid gamble. They were not ready to risk their lives. But Egwene was ready. She always wanted to help people. If there was any chance that by sacrificing their life, if she could save millions and millions of people, she was ready. Rand disagreed and he thought about Mat. What if Mat was the real Dragon Reborn? Then they all will die in vain. Here Egwene was pretty sure that Mat was not the Dragon Reborn. She was trusting her gut feeling. Rand and Egwene started to argue loudly about it, where Perrin intervened and tried to stop Rand. Now Rand and Perrin started arguing. Nynaeve tried to stop them by implying that they should not fight over Egwene. This made Rand believe that Perrin was always interested in Egwene. He thought why Perrin proposed to Layla on the same day when Egwene proposed to Rand. Rand was curious, where Perrin angrily said, "I always loved my wife." Moiraine and Lan also started talking. She was feeling sad. She thought she took everything from him for the sake of this mission. Lan had sacrificed his every happiness to her. She was serving her. She asked him to meet his family members. She also told him that she liked Nynaeve. Later we see Lan meeting his family. It was a great reunion. He sensed Nynaeve snooping on him. He invited her inside. Family members met Nynaeve. They were also calling him Daishan. After their awkward fight, Rand finally apologized to Egwene. He said sorry and these two guys once again reconciled. Lan was hesitant in getting intimate with Nynaeve, but Nynaeve moved ahead. She slept with him. Here we get to know the history of Lan. He was the Prince of Malkier. Malkier was the kingdom north from here. His family and kingdom got destroyed in the battle with the Blight. His dad made sure that Lan's survival. He sent the baby with one of his bodyguards to this kingdom where he grew up. Lan was bounded by the oath of Malkier. It goes like this: to stand against the shadow so long as iron is hard and stone abides. To defend the Malkieri while one drop of blood remains. To avenge what cannot be defended. That's why he became the warder of Moiraine. Rand was sleeping with Egwene. He was impatient. He woke up. He was confused. He took up his bow and arrow and started practicing. Here we see glimpses from his past, what he was thinking. First, we see a scene where his injured dad was muttering something which he never understood. How he never mentioned that sword to him, and why he always kept it a secret from him. How he broke that thick door in that hotel when Dina locked him. How the dragon mount seemed familiar. We see a scene where he and Egwene were in the way. It seemed Egwene channeled the one power, but in reality, it was Rand. In the way, the Black Wind clearly told him that he was the Dragon Reborn. All these things made Rand anxious. To search for these answers, he went to meet Min. He asked her what she saw. Whether he is the real Dragon Reborn. Min told him a story. When she first arrived at Tar Valon City, she saw a warrior with a sword just like the one Rand had. In that warrior's future, she saw a baby. The lady delivered that baby while fighting a bunch of men. She called that baby an impossible one. as it took a lot of effort and death to arrive at this world. Meaning in the first scene the lady we saw was Rand's mom. She had red hair. That warrior was Rand's father Tan. He couldn't kill that baby, hence he kept it to himself. Raised him near 2 rivers. Rand's mom died on the spot. It seemed Rand got all his answers. Here why Min didn't tell this story to Moiraine is interesting. The next morning Egwene, Nynaeve, and Perrin gathered around. They were waiting for Moiraine and Lan. But only Lan came. He told them that Moiraine has ended her bond with him. We see Rand at Moiraine's door. He told her the truth. Both of them were at the entrance of Blight. This was vast-wide wasteland made up of many useless things. With this episode 7 ends. The big reveal finally happened. It was Rand, the dragon reborn. I must say it was brave of him to come forward to reveal his identity. He did it to save his friends. Moiraine was searching Dragon Reborn for 20 years. If she was convinced, then it must be Rand. I guess in the last episode we will see the ultimate action. Hope you liked the video. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Take care.